This is 007 Nightfire on the PlayStation 2. I think this is a really great game. You've got first person shooting, you've got driving, you've got on-rail shooting, there's quite a lot to the game. And interestingly, this is the Australian version, and the reason why I'm able to tell is because the age rating sticker is different from what we have in Europe, and in tiny writing it actually says Australia on it. And the actual case is a bit different as well. So I'm sure the actual game itself is going to be exactly the same as the European version. And the case is actually like the later PlayStation 2 cases that came out without the memory card holder. The only difference is really this doesn't feel cheap and bendy. And I don't think this is the original manual that came with this game, with the Australian version, because like the addresses in the manual and the phone numbers and the websites, they're all UK ones. So, but yeah, let's take a look at 007 Nightfire on the PlayStation 2. This is a really fun game, which consists of first person shooting, driving and on-rail shooting. There's a lot of variety in the game. In one level it might be snowing and you've got to breach some castle walls in the French Alps. In another level you might be in Japan rescuing hostages. Some levels require you to drive the Aston Martin, other levels require you to use a lot of stealth, other levels you can just run about with your guns blazing, and so on. The selection of weapons in the game is quite good, although I don't think there's that many. A lot of the weapons have an alternate fire mode, so pressing the button to alternate the fire may put a silencer on your gun. On some weapons it will give you a laser aim, and on others it will change continuous fire to single shots. One of the weapons that I found to be really interesting are the flashbang grenades. If you throw one, it will make a giant flash and blind anyone who is looking in that direction, including yourself. And there's some cool gadgets that you can use too, like a watch laser, grapple, micro camera, a Phillips shaver, believe it or not, and so on. Each time you finish a level you are given a score, which is quite uncommon for a modernish game. If your score is good enough you will either get a bronze, silver, gold or platinum medal. There are certain things you can do in the game to get yourself a better score, like making enemies surrender, subduing enemies and doing bond moves. Making enemies surrender is quite easy, as long as they have their backs to you. All you do is sneak up to them with a gun pointed at them and they will drop their weapon, and when they do this you might as well punch them to subdue them as well and add even more to your score. A bond move is a bond-like action that you can do, and each level has a certain number of them. For example, one of the bond moves is to jump into the back of a truck so you go undetected. You are not required to do any bond moves to finish a level though. Once you do get a gold medal, whenever you play that same level again, you will be able to pick up 007 bonus tokens scattered throughout the level. If you get them all, they will help you get an even better score. Playing a level on a harder difficulty will help you get a better score as well. You will need to do these two things as well as doing well on the level if you want to have any chance of getting a platinum medal. There are 3 difficulties for you to choose from: Operative, Agent and 00 Agent. Also, if you do well enough on a level, you can unlock things like weapon upgrades, gadget upgrades and cards. The driving levels are really fun, and you know, they don't feel like they're tacked on, they feel like they are a proper part of the game, and the handling of the car is quite good, and the car has things like missiles, smoke screens, a machine gun, amongst other things. The graphics are pretty good for the PS2, the sound effects are okay, and the music is awesome, especially the menu music. My only complaint about the game is that a lot of the levels are too fragmented by loading times, so like in between each section of a level you'll get a loading screen that you'll have to wait through, which does spoil the game I think. All in all though, I think it's a really great game. Everyone else seems to speak really highly of it, and I think it's definitely worth getting. So that's 007 Nightfire on the PlayStation 2. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.